We are back at it again with another Ethereum market update. The day is the 31st of August, the very last day. So this is pretty important, um, as this is the last day of the month, right? So where we close here, is pretty important. Um, so some things to note with that are that this will be like the second highest closing month, right? We weren't like rejected all the way back down here. So, in obviously in one day, I'm not expecting us to go all the way back down to the 3,700 level. So this is very bullish, very very bullish. Um, right, even higher than this month here, uh, which maybe the Bears might push for going below here. I didn't even really notice this. It's kind of cool. We're even right at that wick too. So you know, maybe they'll go for that. But um, anyways, going into the smaller time frames to give updates. I bought here at my buy line uh, as the price was coming down, buying at this buy line, and the target would be um, this sell line here. But I'm more following the price, and I like to DCA out. So right, I bought around honestly a little bit like basically right at this buy line, and we're having about um, a 2% push up. So I actually did take out a little bit right at that 2% level. I'll always take a solid 2%er, and yeah, going into the smaller time frames, we can see a little bit more of what's going on. So we have this descending channel. This is like the possible breakout. The only thing that doesn't really give me too much confidence is that it's the weekend. Um, but also, you never know with crypto, to be completely honest. Um, but yeah, I'm taking like this double tap at the bottom, right? We double tap the top here. This is a double tap here. So this could possibly be the start of the breakout that goes all the way, back up to all-time highs. If I were a bull, that's what I would hope for, is for us to, get back to these all-time highs and right, possibly um, break out, right? This would be a big fat double bottom where the target would be the trading range. So um, I would say this one is realistic, and we can take this and move it up to the neckline, which has actually been clearly marked out. So yeah, 57,000 or so, 57,000, maybe 50. Yeah, like 57, I think 55, 56. Um, Not too sure. Uh, but I mean, if we break out, then we're probably gonna go quite far. So right now, I'm really mainly focused on like the micro, and yeah. So this boosted here. My plan is to sell again if it gets up here, and then my full take profit is all the way up here at the all-time highs. And then if I see it breaking out, then I'll consider, um, putting in, bidding this, however much percent that would have been. I say something like, go over here, 14, 15%. Yeah, I could see this happening in like a week. So not in a week, like in like the future weeks, but like I can, like we've gone, right? 20 to 21% weeks, 6%. Some of these bigger ones, 20, 26. So, when the breakout is happening, I would consider, especially breaking from all time highs, I expect that we'll have some sort of, you know, 20%, month or week coming out, which would give us a target of, yeah, 6K. I think 6K actually makes sense as like the first thing that we would hit before retracing back down to, in my opinion, retest the all-time high or whatever the neckline we create, like 5K. Which again, 5K is like, if we get above 5K, I would think that, yeah, we're on our way to 6K. Kind of like back here, we broke 4K and we just didn't stop, right? We went straight from 4K, um, all the way to almost 5K. So I can imagine that basically repeating itself pretty much exactly. Honestly, like actually pretty much exactly like this, I think is what I'd look for if I were bullish, right? We have this red candle and then boom, right? This week is for sure going to close. Like, I'm not expecting in a day that we're going to reflect this all the way up. So we're going to have this bear week. And then next week, for the beginning of September, if we're really, really bullish on it, I'd expect, maybe a three candle push again, um, with a strong breakout week, just like this. Right. First candle out of the bear flag, right? Um, so yeah, that's what I'm looking for in different frames. This is for the longer term. So if you have like and I'll get a little bit more into my trading strategy, like when it comes to swing trades, because basically I have another account that trades like these big movements, right? So this we're still going up. Like that has been held this entire time, right? In fact, I actually added, I believe, right here. I think that's what this line is here for. So um, yeah, still bullish on that, and my plan is to add to it for if we go down here. But right, so for this frame where we're talking going up to 6K and retesting the neckline and all the craziness that's going to happen in the future on this weekly frame, if you have a really large swing trade account like that, I think that this is good to look at. And I think for regular holdings, you might even be able to go up to the monthly frame, but for regular holdings, I would look here as well for taking profit. Um, in fact, in my opinion, I think that it's going to be like this the whole way up. So the proper time to take profit, it would be if we ever on the weekly frame cross below, like something like this. Now, obviously that's a lot of percent to give up, right? Like what is that? Like 20%. Um, so definitely have your price predictions and stuff, but I think if we go back in history, to the previous bull run, it's pretty much what it looked like. Right, just straight bull months. Boom, 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 boom. Like never looking behind. And I'm sure on the monthly time frame that this looks similar to what we're seeing right now. Um, I can, actually, okay, I'll actually take the time to pull that up for us. Okay, so here we are. This is what the previous bull run looked like, right? And this is what I mean by we're bull flagging, right? We'll have something like this. As soon as it passes, boom, look at this. Retested. This neckline, right, continues to boost, right? Bear month, four bull candles, right? And then we have a bear month. And then again, this is how the bull flag works. Once we pass the top, it goes a certain way. It's slowing down, but we do it again, right? And then here, and then guess what? It's still not fully done because we didn't pass this previous here, right? We were just retesting, right, this level, which is what I would have wanted to buy again at for trading. And then comes up, and then, right, we didn't hit it, and then once we actually pass it, boom, flies again. So this is bull flagging, right? That just bull flags. Like that's all you need to look for in order to trade the price. Um, right, boom, 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 all this, and then we have this, which I believe. Well, technically, it never passed this, so I think that's maybe why we ended up coming up and continuing. But I don't think anyone was expecting that. You don't see any volume like at the top here. Um, but anyways, like I do 100,000% believe that we're in this phase of the bull cycle for Ethereum for this year. So what I say to look for is just look for these bull flags, right? It'll be a bearish week, and then we continue. Bearish week continues, right? And I'll go into another video talking about how to read bull flags, right? Knowing the places to enter, the places to sell, and all that kind of stuff. Because it's very important. It's like the main pattern for doing, when you trade technical analysis, it's like the most important, pattern, candle pattern for TA, technical analysis. But anyways, that's all I have for today. Looking forward, I'm kind of just looking at where this month is going to close. And I'll just be watching to see, right now we're bear flagging, right? So seeing, once we pass these levels, going down here, okay, like, are we going to, have a full change of character on the daily frame and really, so I'll be on the lookout for that. Tomorrow I can maybe see us coming all the way back up here. I also think that we can come all the way back down to these levels here, to end the month either more bullishly or more bearishly. And I'll just kind of react accordingly, right? I most likely will add again to my position down here at the 4300 level, because I did just take out up here, right? And if it comes back down, I'm down to take that trade again for sure. And if it breaks down, then I'll buy again. Just like what I did here, right? I bought here, it went down, I bought again. It came up, I sold, and because I put a lot more in here than I do here, this was actually a slight take profit. So, same idea. I'll buy here, not nearly the size that I'll be putting in when I buy down here. That way when it comes up and like maybe retests the neckline around right here, this would be slightly in profit, or at least at break even. And then if it goes all the way back up, then boom, we're like really in profit. And then, okay, we're actually reversing to go all the way back up, and you're sitting really pretty when that happens. Anyways, yes, that is all that I have. I know I get so into this. I think it's really cool, reading the charts. So subscribe if you like this content and you want to keep up with the Ethereum chart with me for this very exciting time. And leave a comment, whatever, if you I don't know, want to say anything about the analysis. I'm definitely open to different questions and discussions. It'd be really cool to see what other people's strategies are, different criticisms. Anyways, and then obviously like the video if you like it. Yeah, happy trading, everybody.